Sorry if I'm sweating, guys. A lot of it's being cheap. Why you're laughing? You gotta put some shades on to be like if there's some.
Okay, so there's no cussing. That's the first thing. All right, you guys. Yesterday we talked about how I'm quitting my job. I put in my 2 weeks and all that good stuff. I was going over some of those things with my friend here, Armando from Forgotten World. He started his clothing brand way before I met him, and I hear that it wasn't like very, very successful, but we're doing the best that we can here to help him advertise, and that is the whole purpose of doing the interviews with my friends so that we can get the word out there. And if you guys like what you guys see, then you can definitely go to their Instagram, send them a DM, and figure out how to get a shirt from them. So today we have him in here. We're just gonna go over a little bit of his background, how he started the brand, what inspired him, and why he wants to do a clothing brand and what's gonna make him different from the rest. All right, so now I'm wearing one and supporting Forgotten World. It's not the first time I wear his shirts, and that's the case for most of the people that print through me. Sometimes they man up and they give me a T-shirt. He didn't hesitate to give me one, so I do wear them every once in a while, not all the time. I like my blank shirts, and
Flipped around.
that's just how I am. We got a little graphic going in the back. So
Nice.
Armando, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and just what inspired you to start the brand?
The name Forgotten World it means a lot of different things for me. It means, forgetting about your past, but also remembering why it made you who you are today. One of the things that inspired me the most is seeing other brands like Supreme, Babe, with some of their designs that weren't very interesting, and that inspired me and it showed me that I could do it too. I've been thinking about creating a clothing brand since I was in high school. A lot of people that do know me heard me talking about it. A lot of people didn't believe in me. I mean, some still don't believe in me.
How did you come up with your first design, not really knowing what screen printing is, and how did you get into, like, what was your first contact, or how did you reach out to a screen printer? Like, how does that happen for somebody that doesn't even know about screen printing?
So the first thing I used, which was I don't know if it was dumb or not, I used like custom ink. I used custom
Oh, okay,
ink.
custom ink. Yeah, I know custom ink.
And then I started doing that, and I'm like, oh man, this is not looking too well. It looks all right. So I was playing with fonts. That's how I started making designs.
We know that it's not easy taking your first few steps whenever you want to start printing your own T-shirt. I know you're probably nervous because you are not seeing it come together.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have a physical location where you can be a part of the order while it's being printed.
Yep.
Here at Vega Print, it's very user friendly where you can be a part of the whole experience. Sometimes I even let the customers come in and print their own T-shirt while I'm running the order. They always like to catch and then just kind of see the whole thing come alive, and that helps them advertise at the same time. So how is that different for you, ordering online for your first time and then coming into the shop and actually being a part of the order while it's getting printed?
So what happened is I created the design and I went to a different printing place, which is I googled it, found that they had the most ratings and stuff like that. It's called Acme Print.
Acme Print.
Yeah, I went with them. The guy that I was dealing with was trying to change my designs, and he was trying to tell me what to do, and I didn't like that about him. Also, when I wanted to print something and get a design, they charge you for all this extra stuff, like pretty much charge you just to even talk to you. And so I gave him my design. He's like, oh, it's simple, blah blah blah. He's like, and then they have a minimum, so you have to order X amount, and they don't, let you go any less or any more. They don't even print a physical one for you. They do it based off of a mock-up, and it doesn't really show you what they're doing. It just shows you kind of an idea, which you already gave them the idea. So it's like they're not doing anything for you, and they charge you for that mock-up, which is fine because they are doing something. But it just doesn't show how your design's gonna actually look because the mock-up is, in a screen.
Digital.
And it's not, an actual picture of the image of what you're putting on your shirts.
So that from that to here, how does that differ, or how much did you like it, or was it any different being a part of Vega Print?
Yeah, working with you, I've been able to bring my designs and actually be able to bring forth what I want to design. With the help of you and other people that are working with you, they're not trying to change my designs. They also have a vision of what they would like to see, and of course they do put input in it, and I do appreciate it. But they're not forcing any ideas on you because they're here to help, not to make your design, something different than you didn't want.
Right. So we went over what your brand, what inspired you to create your brand, what the meaning of your brand is, the experiences of screen printing in the past and recently with me. Do you have any like websites, or I'm gonna link your Instagram below. Is there any other way that they can contact you in case they want to like purchase garments?
Yeah, I have forgottonworld.phoenix at Big Cartel, and that's where you can find me. Or you can also find me on my own page, but that's a different story.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here. I know it's really hot.
Yeah, it's very, very hot.
It's very hot. I'm sweating too.
Being cheap, but
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I'm not being cheap, bro. I just don't want the hissing noise in the background.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it is.
What about like all this sweat dripping down my face?
That's just good for you.
Making me look ugly.
I want to talk about this Gundam wing. My brother-in-law made it, and he was like, "Oh, I think it's gonna be cool if you have it in the office, probably on top of your computer or your laptop, whatever, so he can just, I guess, see it every once in a while whenever I'm shooting the vlog here at the shop." So thank you for this. I really like it. I feel like you're very talented at putting these together. It takes you like 2 hours. I witnessed the whole thing come alive from the box to the physical standing figure. So thank you for that. And thank you, Armando, once again.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you here at Vega Print.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. That's it for today, you guys. I hope you guys follow this guy and show him your support. You don't have to purchase a shirt if you don't want to. We're not forcing anything here. Everything's natural. We're gonna have more brands coming in the future, and tomorrow I'm gonna talk about an exciting event that I want to put together for everybody online and through YouTube, so that we can have more brands come alive, hopefully sooner.